another special, exciting episode. We've got a special guest in the house. We're in a different type of studio, and we're back at it again. We've got Prince Menzi Tetwa from Ayashi Samategi. Man, welcome to the show, man.
Thank you
Good
for
to
having
see you,
me,
man. Good to see you.
Thank you for
So
coming
he's
through.
he's the entrepreneur. He's a family man. He's the king of the sneaker culture, man. So yeah, you guys, hope you guys understand. Hey, I've just mixed up the prince to the king because we're representing what we're doing, man. Good to have you here.
Got you. Thank you for knighting me. I'm officially a king.
We're in Africa. That's what we do here, man. Yeah, for sure. Now, so he's gonna tell us more about his brand and how he started off the brand and for how long he's been in the game. And yeah, man, I pass it over to you, man.
Yeah, man. Thanks for pulling through.
Yeah.
Yeah, we started. I think 2001. Mostly back then it was just like collecting like rare kicks. You know what I mean? And mostly just like flexing on campus, you know.
Okay.
But it was always about that rare pair of kicks.
Wow.
You know. And then I think formally we started about 12 years ago.
Okay.
So it was mainly sneaker customizing, and it grew to television. We did a television show.
Yeah.
Which is still running. Yeah, so we shot everywhere, man. Like
That's nice.
South Africa, Zim, Namibia, Lesotho, Angola. Yeah, we shot everywhere where there's game. You know what I mean?
Sure.
So yeah, and now we're here.
So that's great. That's great, man. Yeah, it's good, man. I see the brand is growing and everything is happening the way you want it to go, and I'm liking the vibe, man. I'm liking the vibe. And just to start up, when did you realize that you've got talent to put art on some sneakers, to tattoo them sneakers, so to say? Yeah.
So for me, I started obviously with my clothing line.
Okay.
I was helping homies with their clothing line, but I was always fascinated with how things work.
Okay.
And I figured in the value chain of things,
Yeah.
not everybody is going to be a customizer. Someone has to design the shoe. Someone has to distribute it and so forth.
Okay.
So how I curated the entire ecosystem was identifying homies that were way better than I was in designing, even my clothing line days. And then we had, the customizers, the designers, the homies that are curating the stuff for us, the homies that are, taking care of the finance and so forth. So, but this was, formally, this was 12 years ago when I realized like this, this is a business and we need to really, really be serious about it. And, it was, when you have so many shoes, like, I think probably 2003 already.
Whoa.
I thought I had shoes, like, and then I saw homies, that had like enough shoes for like 3 years without repeating a shoe, and I was like, this is crazy.
Okay.
So, 12 years ago, obviously, it had marinated enough, for one to be like, yo, how do we do it?
Okay.
But yeah, 12 years ago, that's when everything was formalized.
Okay, so are you talking about the sneakerheads? What is the definition of a sneakerhead?
Well, as a sneakerhead, I've seen a couple of definitions online, but for me is someone who is really, really, really inspired by the architecture of the sneaker, the history. You know what I mean? Literally the entire DNA of the shoe. A sneakerhead is not there for the hype. They're there for the story. You know what I mean? They're passionate about the story. They're passionate about, literally, you will see, I'm sure you'll put it on your cutaways. On the other wall, we have what's called a design process of a sneaker. They really like the shoe for themselves. Hype or no hype. And obviously, with brands and how we consume, sneakers you love it so much. Sometimes you're like, you know what, they might not make this stuff again. Even if they do, it might not be this quality. So I'm gonna buy 3, So one to rock, one to, just store where I know where it is, and the other one just to get lost around the house.
That's a lot of money though. That's a lot of money. And that's why you find people like queuing outside the malls, like this sneakers dropping, I'm gonna be there early in the morning. You gotta get everything in check and get your money right and make sure you get that sneaker. What's your perception about that when people stand outside the mall, queue outside the stores?
Like I said, when you understand the anatomy of a sneaker, and you love the sneaker so much so that you're like, you know what, I'm gonna camp out. I'm gonna camp out. It's just said that you're not guaranteed to get the shoe that you might be camping out for, because the camping is not just physical, but it's also online. I mean, with the bots,
straight up,
and you're sitting here with like 2 MacBooks trying to get, you're like, and like literally in less than a split second they're telling you like the shoe's sold out. You're like, how? You know what I mean? And camping out is a little better, I guess, because you get to catch up with the homies. For sure. You get to talk about the culture. Yeah. We've camped out myself and Tlaleli a couple of times. Wow. And we've just literally seeing that community. You know what I mean? But also, for me, it's not strange. Look at it this way. Yeah. You've got a shoe that's dropping for $150, right? And these young homies are gonna go out there and camp out for the shoe for 2 nights, right? Yeah. And then you also go to, let's say, to Sotheby's, right, or Christie's, and you have, you have like the wealthiest of the wealthiest also queuing up, for a Picasso. You know what I mean? They don't go there themselves. Some of them do, but they'll send people, and they spend mad racks. So we're always camping out for something we're like, don't make these kids look like they're crazy. You know what I mean? Like, we're always camping out and you camp out for the girl you like, bro. Like, there's always so many homies. You know what I mean? You know what I mean? Even sperm camps out. Like, you're the number 1. You know what I mean? That was you made it. You know what I mean? So straight up, we're always camping out.
That's a good way to look at it. And I think like in terms of everyone who's looking at fashion, and I've heard some people say that a sneaker is like 90% of your outfit. So once you got your sneaker on, your sneaker game is tight, hey, you're pulling up, you're looking good. And I feel like the customization though is on the next level. So please tell me more about like, how am I gonna make this particular sneaker that I camped out for to make it look like my brand, and it looks like it's totally mine. Yeah.
We've always been marketers right now are calling this era the individual era, or the individuals era, right? This is the era where I think it's because there are more cameras right now and people are more comfortable in showing you what they like.
All right.
There weren't as many cameras then. True. So you couldn't, you know what I mean? Like, it was just, yo, I know my homie down the road, like Laz is nice with it, you know what I mean? And it was just you and the homies, in that part of town or in that part of the township or the village. Yes. But you see now, with customization has always been there. Okay. It's just that the limited access. I'll give you an example with the color blue. The color blue was only reserved for the church and for royal families. Whoa. Hence, we had royal blue.
All right.
So, and the stone that was used to make the color blue was only found in 2 mines in Afghanistan at the time. So there was always like, the king always had to have something customized, Sure. Your dad always had to have something customized. Yeah. You know what I mean? So everybody was pulling up. It's just that now there are more cameras. You know what I mean? Like, and how we did things. Yeah. In Zulu, you have every guy. Every guy, for example, has what we call e-bong. Yes. I could say, you know what I mean? That's just e-bong. You know what I mean?
So he's a rapper too.
We all started on the mic, but being dope is hip hop.
For sure.
You know what I mean?
For
Hip hop
sure.
is so many layers. It's not just graffiti,
Straight
not
up.
just, you know, being on the mic, b-boying,
Yeah.
you know, just being dope, bro. Like being able to curate something so dope is hip hop. You know, so customization, what we're doing right now in footwear, and luckily, I mean, we were the first in the country to formalize it. And right now what we're doing is we're trying to get it everywhere, you know, we're trying to put it everywhere. Okay. We're teaming up with some homies from Harare, homies from Nigeria, homies from China, the UK, the US.
Wow.
And literally just
international, man.
Absolutely.
International.
Absolutely. So it's there. I mean, we've trained about formally about 40 homies on our database that we work with, and we're about to, you know, give them like formal stores. So it's like partnership stores. Wow. And for us, it's like, look, we've always been international, by the way. This whole international thing, like how I think we should look at it.
Yes.
Look at it. Look at it this way.
Yes.
The Golden Arch is from the U.S., right?
Straight up.
It's from a city in the U.S. The potatoes are from Bumalang. The tomatoes are from Limpopo. Right. The onions are from the Northwest.
Okay.
Right. The steel, you know, is from the Northwest as well. The rubber is from Liberia. You know, the leather they use on their seats is from Botswana. So we've always been international.
So collaboration is key. Definitely.
You know, so that's the problem we have, like thinking this is, you know, this is an international brand. Yes, it's international by default, not because it was shipped from Italy, although shipping is the Greeks, you know what I mean? Like the paint, you know what I mean? Could be from Afghanistan. You know, so we've always been global, literally always.
Wow.
It just happens that the trademark is from the United States or is from Italy.
So we're looking at the tags and everything that's going there. Yeah, man. Man, you're taking me to school, man. You're taking me to school. And that's a lot of passion that you got. And what keeps you motivated in the game? What makes you wake up every day and say, you know what, I'm going to show the world that this is what I can do, and what keeps you motivated?
I think, you know, just like how we breathe. You don't get motivated to breathe, you just breathe, right?
You make it happen.
Yeah, you just make it happen.
Okay.
And I just like found out like recently that, for example, like kids, for example, they seem to learn languages faster, like more languages. It's because they're not self-conscious. So the moment you just do it, you know, for doing it, you know, someone else will look at it and be like, yo, that's crazy game. Wow. You just keep doing it, you know what I mean? Sure. If it's like breathing, then great. So for us, we've always loved sneakers. We've always loved the anatomy of a sneaker. And the reason we have a studio is so that we can tear these things up. And understand how, you know what I mean? And someone will be like, yo, that's a Jordan, bro. Yo, that's a Superga. Yo, we tear it up. You know, and we lost that, because when we were kids, we used to tear things up, right? To understand what's inside, what make this thing work. And then someone was like, yo, that's $50. And then it's kind of like stopped. So we're trying to go back to tearing things up again.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Stay a kid. Never grow up. It's a trap.
Definitely. So in terms of taking your brand further, and with the whole COVID situation, how has it affected you, and how has it maybe opened up your mind to blowing up and doing something more extra on that? How has the COVID situation affected?
Look, as people of color, as black people, we've always lived undercover, bruh. There was always been like a financial cover, bruh. Always. You know, traveling has been expensive to us, right? True. You know what I mean? Like just getting a business up, bruh. We've been in COVID, bruh. This is nothing, bruh.
For sure.
You know, it's just that there are more cameras because it has affected a certain population or a certain group of people. Now there's a spotlight on it. We've always been on it. You know, so you can't complain about traveling where you never travel.
We never travel.
Yeah. So we're like looking at everybody like, yo, COVID, to like, okay. It's a good thing you're experiencing it too. You know what I mean? Like we've always been dying, bro. Like people in Africa have been dying from curable diseases. You know what I mean? Like preventable.
Hunger and everything.
Bro. Like, so for me, it's like, yeah, bro, we're still doing what we've been doing, man. Like, we're very resilient people. So,
okay. Oh, that's nice.
So for me, you know, as an African, you know, entrepreneur, always, we just became more innovative.
All right.
Because we always survived, bro.
Okay.
You know what I mean? Like, if you can look at
we're going through this, and we're gonna go through it, and we're gonna say we've got no choice but to make it.
We've never had a choice but to make it. Like, literally, bro. Like,
that's some powerful bars there, man. And I feel like in this era, we need the young people to have the same mindset and to have that goal. And during this pandemic, during this period, are you having more people coming to refurbish their sneakers, bring them to life, or you getting more people who are buying their new sneakers and saying, "Come on, bro, make this look nice"?
Interesting enough, like I said, we've always been in a financial COVID as black people, so we've always been doing majority second-hand sneakers.
Second-hand sneakers.
Literally, it has always been like that. It's just that now with COVID, it makes people, a certain group of people, on the upper class or upper middle class, think like, oh, sharks, I'm one paycheck away from the man on the street. Yeah. We've always been one check away from, forget the man on the street, from a coffin. Yeah. You know, so with us, even during COVID, like, you know, I think the upper middle class is now saying, you know what, let me think about, they call it sustainable fashion. Whoa. They don't call it second-hand sneakers. Right. Instead of throwing them away and buying a new pair, that's going to contribute in having more dye, more ink, more paint in the rivers in Bangladesh. You know what? Let me just get it customized, right? Let me get it, let me upscale it, right? You know, so it's like, we're getting the upper middle class now customizing their sneakers. Yes, they bring in new sneakers, not as much as they did then. So if a person used to buy 4, right now maybe they're buying 2, you know, or they're bringing 2. So it's just a new class of people, you know. But the guys, you know, the working class that always like customize the sneakers. Now you also have the don't touch my J's homies, pulling up too. You know what I mean? Pulling up like, yo man, like, I think you could really do something with this, because why? We have done J's. You know what I mean? We've done a lot of J's, I mean, if you were at the event on the 15th of May in Sunny Park, you did see a 5 million rand Jordan, you know, custom, straight up, you know, by the OG Gogo Estamashang. So customizing right now is not being frowned upon to a point where, you know, it's being showcased in like elite museums, you know, all over the world. So it has opened up the mindsets, you know. People are looking at it differently than they did before.
Alright, no, cool. So in terms of your first sneaker, I'm taking you way back. Which one was your first sneaker that you can remember that you customized, and if you can still recall, which one was the one that like caught your eye? And
it was probably an Air Force One. It was probably an Air Force One. So this is 2011 as far as customizing goes. 2010 actually. Okay. 2010, 2010.
The World Cup year.
The World Cup year. It was. I probably still have the pair. I got to customize it, and it was a story because I got robbed. Jeez, and like I think I was writing exams. I still have the pig. It's someone's story. So I wrote the whole story of what happened. That was me first customizing. I wrote the date. I still have the pair. It was one of the few pairs that were made in South Africa. Damn. Air Force One. I still have. I have a black one. I have a white one. In fact, if you are lucky enough, we might find it in storage. That was the first pair I ever. You know. So for me, it was like because customizing is all about telling a story. You know, like you noticed that mostly nowadays is like shoe contact before eye contact, right?
Definitely.
And they feel like they can vibe with you by just
no,
looking
for
at
sure,
your kicks.
for sure. I've seen people look at you like this, like from like
literally.
drop down, look at your feet, like what?
Indoor is cartoon. You know what I mean? Like, oh, sharks. Okay.
No, for sure.
Yeah.
No, that's deep, man. Now, in terms of your, how many, just out of curiosity, how many pairs do you think you have, personally?
Yeah. Personally, sharks.
So I'm talking about personal, your personal preferences right now.
Sharks.
100, 200.
Yeah. Okay, sheesh.
That's a difficult
Who's counting, man? Who's counting? Like, I think where we are right now. Yeah. It's like I have a lot of pairs, but here's the thing: I've given a lot away. I've given a lot away. And for me, it's like, especially like with the young homies that we work with.
Yes.
Like if we were the same size.
Yeah.
You know, I just can't let you know, walking around with like uncomfortable sneakers. You can tell they beat, you know, and you know what I mean.
It's art though.
It's they beat, and you know, you have like a low self-esteem as a result.
Yeah, true.
You know, so I'm like, yo, man, I got you. You know, so for me, the sneakers have become, I don't know, like a token of camaraderie, and sharks, man. I've given a lot of shoes away, bro. I've given a lot of shoes away. So it's safe to say I have enough shoes not to repeat a shoe for a year.
Whoa, that's deep. That's deep, man.
The stuff that I have in the studio, storage in the village.
Wow.
Yeah. I was looking at my mother the other day. She was rocking like some Daniel Ting Chongs.
Whoa.
Like the DTC Kola Bukuma. And I was like, and like she went farming and I was like, yo, what are those?
Wow.
You know, like she doesn't even know what that is, just she cares. She's like, it's comfortable. I like this one.
I'm gonna rock it.
Yeah.
That's it.
Yeah.
In terms of social media space, how has it affected your business? Has it improved over the years? Because social media is what's banging right now.
Yeah, I think social media space is like really dope. Look, social media for me is not just like the second screen, but just traditional old school television. That's social media.
Whoa. Okay.
You know what I mean? Because we're out here watching Rambo and it's 1993 and we link up in school. The only difference is that we link up in school the next morning and we're like, yo, did you see that part? You know, where the homie was driving his Jeep and you know what I mean? And you saw that t-shirt that, you know, with the American flag. And you were hitting up your moms like, yo, let's go to Sail's house. I need that t-shirt. You know what I mean? Yeah. Because that's what social media is doing.
Wow.
What has it done for us? It's given us more exposure, right? The cool thing is, it's not like traditional media. In a sense of, it's cheaper to buy ads on social media, like, you know, on some of these apps. But also, it has given people a voice, you know. The amazing parts of social media, you know, the horrible parts of social media, the internet in general. But I think how it has affected us, it has given us more reach. You know, that makes me excited. You can talk to the consumer directly, you know. People can DM you, you can respond. And I think it has made the entire world. I mean, how I got to Zim, I met homies on social media, bro.
Wow.
You know what I mean? How I got to Lesotho, you know what I mean? How I got to, you know what I mean? Like, it's through social media.
Okay.
You know? So for the most part, it's been positive.
Wow, that's nice. And now that we're still on that topic, so where can people reach you out at on social medias? Which platforms can they reach you out at?
On all social handles, it's at Ayashisamategi. I'll spell it out for you.
For sure.
So it's at AYASHISAMATEKI.
Alright, for sure. You guys know where you heard it first, guys. And literally, Ayashisamategi, the sneakers are on fire and we banging. Thank you for watching, fam. This is what we gotta do, another episode. Menzi, you the king, man.
Thank you so much.
Nice one. For sure. Alright, man. Alright. I saw you, Sean. I saw you saying that. What were we talking?
No,
He freestyles, man. This guy freestyles, man. He goes forever. No, to respect, man.
Just give the kids game.
Respect.
Just give the kids game.
Respect. You took us to school.
25 minutes.
25 minutes.
Yes.